One, two, three, four, and we're good. Let me turn the fucking sound effects back up because I was doing something with the recording and I also had to look it over. So let's continue. Yeah, I already read that. Not coming in. I'll just be in the newsstand for a while. Don't mind me. His voice makes it painfully clear he has zero interest in what's in the store and that he doesn't feel obligated to follow me. Fucking crossdresser. As he wanders off without another word, I push the thick wooden door and enter the store, a bell above me ringing out. The musty smell of old books and wooden shelves is distinctly anachronistic. Anachronistic? Yeah. I look to the counter beside the door. Oh shit, get a cough. The graying man behind it sits there silently, reading a tattered book. He certainly fits the look of the place. Oh, that's cold. Hey, just letting you know, you're fucking old. Slowly wandering through the aisles, the person I'm reminded of as I inspect each handcrafted and imported oddity in turn isn't Hanako. Crouching down, I examine the ancient oak desk inside the shop window. At least 30 dolls, all varying wildly in size and make, and only similarity between them is the long Victorian dresses they wear. I turn the price tag of one that looks to be about waist height. It's not a very. It's not in my price bracket at all. I do the same to each one, getting more and more depressed as they get smaller and smaller and smaller in size. That is, until I reach the very smallest one. It's affordable, just yet, of quality make, and with long auburn hair and a little blue dress. I decide that it's the kind of present Hanako would appreciate. Pretty looking and far from gaudy. After I carefully pick it up, I decide to keep looking around the store. I'm not sure whether it's because I like the atmosphere or not, uh, or out of simple curiosity. Peeking around the corner before I go to the next aisle, I see that the shelves in this one are stocked with wooden toys, from toy cars to intricate automations, or automatons. Tucked it behind a line of nutcrackers, I notice a little plain wooden box. I feel surprisingly light as I pick it up with my free hand. The lid only needs the smallest movement to pop open, a little metal drum inside beginning to rotate immediately. For seconds on end, I simply stand there listening to the palm-sized melody. As it plays, I take the tiny price tag in my fingers and bring it up to my face, the minuscule cursive writing taking some effort to read. It's affordable, sort of. Then he just closes it. He's like, fuck this music. I was enjoying it. And quick question: who the fuck is that? He's got like that Jay Leno chin and like a huge ass beard and that shitty toupee. Grimacing slightly, close the lid and make my way to the counter with doll and music box in hand. When I lay the two on the counter, the man behind it sits up and takes stock of them. He doesn't hide very well his surprise at someone of my age buying them. It's painful, but I hand over the money for the two and leave the store with a small, opaque bag in my hand. Hideaki being there takes me by surprise. Oh, hi. Thought you'd be at the newsstand. Kira gave me a call. She's waiting for us at the fountain with Lily. At least that solves the issue of trying to find them again. We head off back to the fountain. Hideaki's immaculate posture and presentation, despite his appearance, makes for a strange contrast even as we walk. Lily and Akira stand there waiting for us, their faces hard to read. Hey, ready to go, shorty? Hideaki's mood seems to improve as he rejoins her. See ya, Lily. Isao, tell Hanako I said happy birthday. We will. See ya. I don't say bye. Sorry, it's out of character for me to say bye. Goodbye, Akira. With that, the two disappear into the fracas? I don't fucking know. Of the afternoon city crowd. Turning to Lily, I noticed she's carrying a small bag. It's now that I realize why her disposition felt different from before. While Lily's typically the type to wear her emotions on her sleeve, her expression and tone are clouded and very difficult to read. It's more than a little off-putting, but given the effort she's making to hide her emotions, I doubt she wants to be concerned on why she's feeling this way. Already bought Hanako a present? Yes, have you? Yeah. Shall we head back to the bus stop then? Okay, there should be a bus back to Yamaku pretty soon. And with that, we begin to walk. Ugh. I should be a fucking narrator. I couldn't do it, man. I didn't want to comment on things too much, and then I'd end up fucking swearing, and, then it'd be ruined. Feels strange compared to before. Lily's hand on my forearm feels unusually tense, and the whole atmosphere is extraordinarily awkward. And I just noticed that my mic is slightly away from my face. Oh no. See, I can't fucking get comfortable like this. It's too much. Too fucking much. I need, specific space to get comfortable, and this is not it. Beaner, move. Beaner is my dog's name. Do not take it as racist. It's just that. It's just a little nickname because, I don't know, she just seems scared of Mexicans a lot. Like anybody that speaks Spanish or any language, affiliated with it, she seems just, very, scared to them. Ugh. My drink. Excuse me. Damn. Silence continues for a long while. Really don't like seeing her like this. Hanako's birthday party is going to have to be held earlier. Is the 4th going to be alright for you? I have no other possible obligations anyway, so I flexibly nod. Only afterwards do I remember that doing so is pointless and quickly answer by speech. She tries to collect herself, a task that looks almost pitiable? Oh yeah, pitiable. And how plain it is to see how distinct her thoughts are. Sorry, so you said the bus would be coming soon, right? That's right. And now that she says that, I have an idea. Actually, do you have anything to do later today? I don't believe so. Why do you ask? This is the point where I'd normally take your hand and rush you somewhere. But even without that, you'll just have to trust me, okay? I take her hand and gently lead her on, her distant face replaced by one of mild surprise and curiosity. As the waitress sets a cup of tea and a cup of coffee that I'd ordered onto the table, I thank her before she takes her leave. Truth be told, I really lucked out in finding this cafe. I didn't really know where I was going. Rather, I was just looking for any cafe that looked relatively nice. Yet you forgot that you have no money, probably. I think that's gonna be the case, because he probably spent a lot of fucking money on those damn antiques. Having managed to recover a little, Lily tentatively sips at her cup as I take a long gulp of the coffee in front of me. As I'd hoped, her face lights up as she realizes what flavor it is. Ah, this is wonderful. So, how do you know that this was... I asked for French vanilla black tea, hedging my bets that it would be her favorite flavor, or at least one she liked. Well, I don't really know much about tea. It sounded like one she might appreciate. On the basis of her liking vanilla ice cream, a tea connoisseur... Is that connoisseur? Or concierge? Yeah, it's concierge. I am a tea concierge. I am definitely not. It was a lucky guess. You really like tea, don't you? She puts her teacup down and gives a tiny nod. That familiar small smile thankfully perched on her face once again. Drinking tea is calming, I think. With the amount you drink, are you sure you're not addicted to it? Caffeine addiction's pretty common nowadays. Did I ever say I wasn't? We all have our addictions. There's nobody that isn't addicted to something. Everybody has an addiction to something. Be it an emotion, be it an object, be it a food, beverage, drug. For me, it's many different things. One food in particular, actually, like, and people are gonna, be able to. People should be able to guess this. Really, my favorite fucking food that I am absolutely addicted to is fucking pizza. I love pizza, and I will never stop liking pizza. I could have pizza any day of the week. She lets out a giggle as my head drops. We all have our vices, I suppose. And there are worse things to be addicted to. Yes, like some things I'm addicted to. Like squares. Cigarettes. I'm addicted to those and I need to quit that. French vanilla black tea, huh? I'll have to remember that. For a while, we both silently drink. It's comforting to have someone like her nearby in such new surroundings, even if it's just the two of us sitting in silence. I begin to wonder if this feeling is the same for her until she sets down her cup. So, do you mind if I ask you a slightly odd question? That depends on the question, I guess. I was wondering what your favorite color is. Everyone has one, after all. I almost replied before realizing why the seemingly mundane question is actually quite strange. My favorite color, but she gives a pouting look, wanting me to answer, and while the answer seems unavoidably wasted on her, there isn't any harm in giving it. I've always had a thing for green. I like green. I'd say that's my favorite color. Green, is it? What things do you think of when contemplating that color? I suppose grass fields and trees in the summer. The army as well, with camouflage. Men always seem to like the military. Fuck the military. No offense to anybody that's been in the military or anybody that wants to join the military. I just don't agree with it. Why sacrifice all your life for your country if you're really not, if you really don't have a reason to, besides, if you're like just a big patriot or something. But it sounds like a nice color, a very nice color. She nods her head a little, as if approving of the choice, considering how foreign the concept of color is to her mind. Labeling it by association seems reasonable enough. If everyone has a favorite color, then what's yours? White. I'm told that's the color of snow and of ice cream. You're no better than me then. If you only like that color because of the favorite food, I guess white is nice too, though. Speaking of colors, it's getting dark soon. Let me help you up. Lily offers her hand, which I take in mine and help lever her up from her seat at the table. Its softness compared to mine takes me off guard, as I'm really not used to such casual contact. Doesn't seem to bother her at all, though. Well, it seems obvious why. It feels like just one more ladylike aspect to her. As her hand moves to her pocket, I quickly cut her off. Don't worry, I'll pay for this. You have no money. A reward much greater than that of her words. Oh, never mind. I guess apparently he did have money. I thought that he wouldn't have money. By the time we step off the bus, it's well and truly dark. We make our way up the hill in silence, both of us behaving a little awkwardly, probably because of the day's events. While I'm still concerned over Lily's withdrawn nature after meeting with her sister, the fact that I managed to cheer her up even slightly feels like a personal victory. Yeah! Just yay! Score! But it feels like the air between us has changed. Maybe it's only a bit, but it's something I don't think either of us realized before. That was a date, wasn't it? Yes, it was. You have a problem with that? It was. It doesn't elude either of us, the question's answer being so self-evident as to be rhetorical. Awkwardly as it may be, I don't think this feeling is bad. In fact, quite the opposite. I don't know what it is, I certainly can't be sure, but it feels like something a little more than friendship. Understanding, empathy, searching for words to adequately describe it is difficult, nonetheless. Would you like to do this again sometime, Lily, without shopping for presents? The tentative question is met with the same look from Lily as before. Her pale skin makes the rosy tint of her cheeks just slightly more noticeable, and her face, though still pointed on the street ahead of her, lowers just a bit. Okay. Yes! Victory for Hisao. This motherfucker better be appreciating this. I ain't moving him along for nothing. It's all for you guys as well. For your guys' entertainment, whoever watches this. Walk down the hall of the girls' dormitory, my school bag in hand. The doll lies inside, carefully placed on top of a small box I've been carrying. I've been carrying the box in there for a while now. I'm still not sure of what to do with it. Ugh, excuse me. This whole situation, come to think of it, is bizarre. While I've known of Hanako's upcoming birthday party for a while now, I've had no idea of exactly what the celebrations would be until I found a single note left in the abandoned tea room earlier today. I hold it up and read it again, double checking the instructions. Plain black handwriting is fairly legible despite Lily's blindness, clearly thanks to considerable effort and care. Hisao, we'll be holding a party at my place. Please come at 6 o'clock to, to room 225 in the girls' dormitory. Sorry for notifying you this way, but I have class representative duties. Lily Satao. Not reassured, I continue walking down the hallway until I reach Lily's dormitory room. I hesitate for a second, but eventually give 3 sharp taps on the door. A brief and muffled exchange of words can be heard from the other side. Listening closer, I can just pick out Hanako and Lily's voices. As they finish, Lily calls out, "Might that be Hisao?" "Yep, I got the note that you left for me." "You can come in. The door is unlocked. Be prepared for the biggest porno you have ever seen in your life." I'm joking. Nah, it's unexpected though. Glad that I managed to get the right room, but press down on the handle and let myself in. As the door swings open, my greetings to them is stolen from my mouth. Oh, white light. Unexpected, yes. Elise sits at the low table at the center of the room in her pajamas, while on the other side sits Hanako in a nightgown, being dressed in only my normal school clothes. I feel quite out of place. Fuck it, let's go get some fucking pajama pants and shit, man. We'll join in. We'll be like, alright, we're ready. Steal a quick glance at the lovely sight of the two, my eyes tearing themselves from Lily's long, thin, and pale legs only with a measure of reluctance. Hi, I think I brought everything that was needed. She's so happy. She smiles and nods. I wonder if she's even aware of the pleasant sight she makes. The thin, dark blue silk of her pajamas really suits her, accentuating both her eyes and her curves. The look of her last night, that tentative and almost shy demeanor, seems all but replaced with her coy nature. It's nice to see her confidence returned, though I can't help casting my mind back on how she looked back then. Yeah, she is burnt to the extreme, or scarred to the extreme. Like, she's kind of like Two-Face in a way, just not, half the face. It's just kind of like, I'd say like two-fifths of the face, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, like 2/5 of her face are like 2/5 of like the side of her body is burnt. I look to Hanako, who nervously sits opposite of her in her gown. It isn't a surprise that she'd wear something so conservative, though it definitely looks cute. "Hi, Hanako. Happy birthday." "Ah, thank you." She's usually skittish, despite the fact that she's warmed up to me considerably over the weeks we've come to know each other. This is a pretty unusual situation, I guess. Oh my god, the flashes. Seriously. I gotta move my computer screen because I can barely fucking see this shit. Right there should be good. Feel free to take a seat, Sal. I'll just pour you two some tea. Sure thing. Lily takes the steaming red teapot from the side of the table and gently pours its contents into our teacups as I take a seat beside them, setting my bag against the nearby wall. With my senses returned and hormones somewhat calmer, I realize that this is the first time I've ever been in Lily's room. First thing I notice is the ambient smell, just slightly different from that in mine, probably faint perfume or nail polish. Could be anything of a girl's, really. Another is the plain nature of the room. Visually beige walls, smart yet unadorned cabinet, lack of posters or wall hangings. It's distinctly utilitarian. Utilitarian. Something I should have anticipated given her blindness. The only thing that really seems out of the ordinary is several piles of books sitting on the floor, each reaching from roughly knee height to waist height. Some of them have printed titles, others are entirely blank except for of braille. The fact that the ones with printed titles are uniformly in English is interesting, though not completely unexpected. She did mention her parents impressing the language upon her and Akira after all. Your room looks nice, Lily. I hear a call of thanks from beside my shoulder. Looking back to Hanako, her gaze is fixed on her lap, and her hands are nervously clutching her gown. It's now that I notice why. With these clothes on, the extent of her scarring is far more visible, reaching down her neck and out to cover her right shoulder. Considering this is a party for her, she doesn't really look like she's enjoying the experience now that I'm here. So how old are you turning? 18? Her look of surprise, not at all helped by her total lack of skill at hiding her feelings, shows that she was trying to mentally tune me out. This is really quite awkward. Don't tune me out. It's not nice. Yes. On the plus side, there's only 2 more years till you can drink. No, 3. Well, probably only 2 for, Japan and all that. So who's older, you or Lily? Lily, she had her birthday in February. What about yours? Earlier this year, so it's already passed. Unstated is that it passed while I was stuck in the hospital. That was a particularly low point of the experience. That blows. Conversation with her dries up as quickly as expected. It isn't long before Lily's finished preparing our drinks, setting down the 3 teacups in front of us. Pick mine up, immediately noticing a much stronger aroma and taste than the tea we've been having. Tastes different than the tea we have in school. It's a different variety. Rather than the kind we've been having there, you've never tasted orange japor before. Not that I can remember. I usually drink coffee after all, like when we were in town. This is nice though. After we settle down and sip, Hanako seems to become more relaxed, or at least a bit less tense about my presence. We all finish our cups at about the same time, with Hanako failing rather badly at hiding her anticipation for the cake that's sitting to the side, begging to be eaten. Come to think of it, I'm feeling very eager myself. First things first, though. Lily? Yes, that was good. Each of us knowing exactly what the other means, I lean sideways and dig around in my bag for the doll I bought Hanako as Lily gets up and retrieves her gift. Hiding our gifts in our hands, we present them both on the table at the same time. Happy birthday. I can't, do sync voice. I could probably alter the recording and just, put 2 happy birthdays on top of each other, which would sound very weird considering it would sound the same voice, so it would sound I was like talking in tongues or some shit. So I'm not gonna do that. No. Hanako silently sits looking at them for seconds on end, out of sheer surprise. My little wooden doll, replete with Victorian era dress and little hat, lies next to a light brown and fluffy stuffed bear from Lily. She clutches at her gown and she moves to speak. not taking her eyes off the modest presence. Thank you, Lillian Hisao. Oh, see, this can be emotional at times. Like, I'm not saying it's like tear jerking, but it's a pretty happy sight. Her voice begins to crack as Lily reaches forward, wrapping her in a soft embrace. The sight of Hanako holding Lily so tightly is heartwarming, so much so that I couldn't wipe the smile off my face even if I wanted to. As Lily gently rests her face on Hanako's head, she speaks so quietly and softly that I can barely hear. Happy birthday, Hanako. Happy birthday. Hanako gives a small nod, holding on to Lily for a time before breaking off and wiping an eye. I guess that for Hanako, simply having anyone to be there and love her, would be special. And the fact that Lily and I can now share that role for her is something I think I will always be grateful for. Aw. I'm sorry. This is so mushy. I can't do it. Anako gently takes the doll and teddy bear, holding them both to her chest as she warmly smiles. For a long time, all three of us simply sit in a happy silence. The quiet is not broken until Lily's soft voice beckons. Oh shit, hold on. Ah, I got hair in my eye. Oh no. Get out of my eye. I got it. Get the fuck out of my eye. Shall we have the cake then? Oh shit. Oh god. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that sucked so bad. I'm so sorry. I had to sneeze really bad, and it came out of nowhere. Her proposal is met with two looks of unhidden anticipation. No argument from me. Okay. Ugh. Ooh, that was good. Contently sit back, both Lily and Hanako looking just as satisfied with the food as I. Took some effort, but we managed to finish off the cake in one go. Don't think I could fit any more in. I think next time I'll buy a smaller cake. Hanako and I give a chuckle, but I can't help noticing that come this time next year, we'll have graduated from Yamaku. Almost said Hanaku. Oops. Got Hanako on the brain, man. I'm trying to remember all the names so I don't fuck them up when they come up. Hold on, I gotta stretch. Oh, shit. The fact is somewhat depressing since I finally feel as if my life is starting to get back into some kind of order. Idly looking around Lily's neat and orderly room, her books catch my eye once again. This may be a little impetuous, but my curiosity gets the better of me. Besides, I don't think she'll mind in any case. Hey Lily, do you mind if I take a look at one of your books? You're quite welcome to, Hisao. That said, if you can overcome two language barriers, I will be quite impressed. Two, Braille, and, alright, English. She gives a nod. I knew you were studying English, but I'm still amazed that you're this proficient at it. One could say it's a perfect way to avoid people borrowing my collection. She says it in jest, but I'm a little disappointed. Having all these books around me with no way of reading them feels like one big tease. Wrong word to use, man. Hanako giggles quietly as I reach over to while I reach over the closest pile, plucking the topmost book with only a cursory glance. Death on the Nile, in large letters on the cover, is the only printed text to be seen. Braille. For people who don't know what Braille is, this is Braille. Just dots. Yes. I sit down for a while with the book open in my lap as Lily and Hanako talk. And then Nick Radams88 realized he had to check his recording. Yeah, we're good. Try as I might to feel out of the The dots of braille printed on each page, they seem to blend into one another and become indistinct. I thought this to be a lot easier than it actually is. Yawning, 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 yawning. Oh shit. Ugh. I know that probably sounded like I was saying yawing, not yawning. With some practice, though, I can see someone with a better sense of touch than mine managing to read at a pretty fast speed. Noticing a silence that had probably begun earlier, I look up from the dotted pages to see Lily smiling as Hanako sips another cup of tea. Something wrong? Quite the opposite. Your curiosity's quite endearing. I am inordinately pleased by the praise, though I can feel my cheeks heating up a little. Thanks, but I don't know how else I could act. To be honest, I wasn't all though sure of how you saw us, since you were a new transfer student from another school. If you'd pitied us, I would have been quite offended. There's a certain edge to Lily's voice, one that I'd quite possibly place as pride. Glancing over to Hanako, she seems to be more subdued than usual, looking towards Lily rather than me. I wouldn't worry about that, considering the position I found myself in. I'm perhaps the last person that would be dispensing pity on others. My parents' first interaction with me after my heart attack, I wouldn't want anyone to see that kind of face. Catch myself from going any further, but not soon enough. Both the girls seem to be put off, Lily especially. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gone that far. An awkward silence reigns for a few beats. Thankfully, ended as Lily's head perks up in a gesture I've come to easily recognize. Hear something? The door. Everyone looks towards it, trusting in Lily's senses. True enough, the door handle shudders and turns, a flash of yellow and black slipping through. Lesbian! Akira Zatao is in the house. Happy birthday, Hanako. ah, thank you. Akira takes a seat at the table as she plops her tall bag beside her. She has her trademark boisterous air about her, making no small deal of her entrance. Hanako clutches her gown to steady herself, but doesn't appear too shaken after she settles down. Guess she must have met Akira before. Not a huge surprise, given how close Akira and Lily are. Akira doesn't seem to be the least bit put off by Hanako's scarring, despite its prominence, but she also doesn't pull any punches in how she acts despite Hanako's shy nature. Thought you said you'd have to work, Akira. Did you manage to get off for a while? Kinda. Feel bad about dishing you. The guy's doing overtime, so I gotta get back soon. But I felt bad about not coming to your cute little Hanako's birthday, too. So, for now, I'm here. She grins widely at Hanako, who flowers into a full blush as she pins her eyes downwards toward her lap. Her mouth seems to widen and retract over and over, as if she was trying to suppress a smile out of embarrassment. It's a little strange how her reaction seems to be more immediate and forceful than when she's embarrassed by the way she looks. All she manages to give in return is a tiny nod, failing to hide her appreciation to any great extent. Not that many people give her not opposite, what the fuck am I reading? Give her positive attention. I suppose it makes me respect how well Akira can handle her, making her so happy compared to what little I could do. Now then, before I go, she reaches into the bag beside her and grandly displays its contents. Yes! Let's get fucking tanked! Out come two large glass bottles, both with long French names on the labels. What year is that? 91? Good year. Let's drink. Hanako's expression is an odd mix of surprise and curiosity, and I suspect mine's no different. Lily, not seeing the proceedings, is obvious to what's going on. Akira, this isn't... What is it? Wine. One red, one white. Akira, that's... Relax, relax. It's not like Shizune here is. It's not like Shizune is here to scold you. Lily has a point. It's not exactly allowed on campus or anywhere. Really, we're still short of the legal drinking age. Remember? Rich words for someone practically drooling as they examine a bottle. See, like nobody can resist it. It's just like you have the curiosity, and then you're just like, but what if this is the one chance I get to taste this before I actually turn the legal age? Fuck it, let's do it. Let's get fucking tanked right now. Let's make bad decisions. Yes, I am a bad influence. What of it? She got me there. She's got me there. I'm genuinely interested in trying some, even just a little. While Hanako may not be handling one herself, her look does tell me that she's far from opposed to the notion as well. Lily rubs her forehead, giving up the fight that she knows Akira would win due to simply not caring enough about those funny rules and regulations. See, this is my kind of chick. Like I would definitely go for her because she's just carefree and a bad influence, like me. Just don't breathe a word of this to anyone in the school, please. I beg of you. I'm not stupid. Don't worry. That said, I gotta get back to work pretty soon. So soon? But you only just arrived. Sorry, Lily. Good to see you two again, though. And you, Hisao. See you later, then. Possibly even earlier. uh, goodbye, Akira. She levers herself up with a grunt and waltzes out of the room, leaving us alone with the two items on the table. Interesting. Let's make bad decisions. Come on. Lily gives a nervous giggle at her sister's antics as Hanako takes a wine bottle. So, what do you think, Lily? She rests her elbow on the table and pinches the bridge of her nose, thinking things through. She really doesn't seem to be able to keep up with her sister. Well, it's already here. We might as well have some. No sooner does she say it than I take a quick glance around the room for glasses. Damn, it's gotten dark. Bad decisions. A small groan above me reminds me that Lily retired to rest on her bed for a bit a few minutes ago. Almost completely drained of energy, I managed to stand up and drag myself to the side of the bed, sitting down and leaning my back against it. Good God, you lightweight. Oh, she's like, oh. Lily's groan sounds lifeless. Too much to drink? My head hurts. Yeah, too much to drink. Rest my head back and idly stare at the ceiling. What an unmitigated, unmitigated disaster. Like proper idiots, we all drank the night away with one glass after another. Hanako simply fell to the side asleep. Oh, she wiped out. Oh shit. Like I said though, I don't remember a lot of the story for a lot of these. So when I reread it, it comes to a surprise for me. Damn, Hanako wiped out. She couldn't handle it. She just wiped out. And it's a miracle I don't feel as ill as Lily. Hey, Sal. Sorry about today. I didn't think that this would happen. It's fine. I got tanked. I'm feeling good. It's finally, to tell the truth, I had a lot of fun today. Really? I think Anako did too. No, she certainly did. Oh yeah, she definitely did. She's fucking just out cold on the floor. I could probably smack the shit out of her right now. She won't feel a thing. She's just so fucking drunk that she fucking wiped out. There's a short silence before another groan resounds from supine Lily. What? You okay? As you said, I just drank too much. What's the time? The time, it's... Quickly look at my wristwatch. Its numerals barely legible in the gloom. About midnight. Curfew's in effect then. Yeah, guessed as much. Well, I'll have to sleep here for the night. Damn it. Hanako's right there, so no shenanigans. Damn it. Don't worry, Hisao. Don't worry, man. You will get your chance. As soon as I say it, I hear the sheets moving as Lily starts to sit up. Hanako? Oh no, go back to sleep. Don't try to get up. So, I have to. You're in worse shape than me by any stretch. Get some rest. But what about? I'll grab some spare blankets and put them over her. Don't worry. She's gonna wake up with like fucking carpet marks on her face. Just, oh my god, my other side of the face is ruined. Yeah, I'd be like, nah, 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 nah. It's just carpet. Give a deep yawn and stand to retrieve them. I hear her lie back down with a soft thud. Thank you, Hisao. No problem. It's the least I can do. You look outright wasted. I'm not wasted. Just a little bit tired. I have heard that excuse so many times. She starts pouting, a slight slur beginning to distort her words as the alcohol takes hold of her again. Grab a couple of blankets rolled up at the end of her bed. Quietly walking over to Hanako, I carefully lay the blankets over her peacefully sleeping figure, making sure not to wake her up. Thick smell of alcohol coming off her breath makes me doubt she'd wake up no matter what I did, though. Hisao, do not reach anywhere. Trust me. I have not done it, but I know people who have, and the people who have tried that have gotten a foot to the face. Because a girl will react to that, even if she's dead fucking drunk. Now I gotta check the time. Hold up. We're still good. We still got like 600 seconds. Since it doesn't tell me minutes, I have to go by seconds. Stand and take one last measure of the room. Two girls, both very drunk, and one guy sleeping overnight with them in the female student's dorm. What a scandal that'd be if it broke out. As I move to sit back at the side of the bed, I steal one last glance at Lily. Her sprawling, disheveled figure lies resting peacefully, slightly turned to the side. Crouch down to get a better look. Sleeping like a bobby, like a baby. Her white skin blends in with the white pillow of her bed, a look of slumber-born peacefulness on her face. Usually she seems so confident and forward, always there and caring for Hanako. Now, though, she seems painfully delicate. Think back to Hanako's presence. Thought it'd be a nice occasion for her, but I had hardly expected it to be so moving. One birthday after another, year after year. Just she and Lily, all alone. Because it wasn't just the presents she liked. Nah, dude. Having a little more company, not too much. Hold on a second. Pimp down. Pimp in distress due to back pain. Ow. I'll be up in a second. Hold up. And I promise I will not fall asleep on camera, because that would be terrible, because that's a lot of editing I have to do. I'd have to edit out everything after the point of me falling asleep, which would probably be fairly quickly if I don't get up right now. Okay, hold up. I'm up. Resigning myself to an uncomfortable sleep, sit down at the side of the bed once again and rest my tired arms beside me. Hey, Hisao. Lily's voice is so quiet I can barely hear it. She must be on the verge of sleep. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you? For what? For being here. That's okay. As I hear a deep breath, it's obvious Lily's gone to sleep. After closing my eyes, it doesn't take long for slumber to take me as well. Gone. With your drunk ass, Hisao. Hisao? Oh, this is. I remember this. This shit is hilarious. She's like, "Are you?" Soft, barely audible voice lingering in my ears slowly wakes me. I wish I could be awoken like this more often. With a mumble, I slowly open my. Whoa! Douche! Fucking headbutted each other. Taken by surprise at the face hovering curiously mere millimeters from mine, I make our heads collide with a harsh thud. You fucking headbutted her. The impact of our foreheads causes both to fall backwards with a yelp in pain. Lily sounding more like a squeak toy than a person. Just dude, I can't even do it. Just just yipe. Ow, 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 my head. Slowly rub my forehead with one hand, supporting myself with the other. Lily lies a few feet ahead, doing just the same. Her face obviously pained. Sorry, your face was kind of close and I acted on reflex. You okay? My head. Seems she's not actually okay. Come to think of it, I doubt that the impact alone is what's causing her head is so much pain. Hangover? You drank a fair bit last night. A fair bit? She probably drank more than needed. She slightly nods in confirmation as I lever myself up. I offer a hand to her and to help her back onto her feet. Glancing behind her, I find that Hanako's still fast asleep. After that? Damn. It's not fair. I only drank as much as you did. Yeah, but men have higher tolerance. That's very different from what I remember. And anyway, girls have a lower tolerance than men. Exactly. Smart man, Hisao. Smart man. That doesn't help. Fine, I'll get you a glass of water. Just be careful not to trip over Hanako. I rub the sleep out of my eyes, or at least some of it, as I walk to the counter. Tending to someone with a hangover isn't the way I like to spend the morning. It only takes a few seconds for the glass to fill, the clear water reflecting the silver of light that makes it through the thin curtains. Looks like Lily's taking a seat on the side of the bed. I walk over to her while taking care to step over the peacefully sleeping Hanako and place the glass into her outstretched hands. Thank you. No problem. Take a seat next to her, the soft bed having a surprisingly amount of give. I love beds that, you just sink into. They're so comfortable. You're just like, oh, yeah. Just sink into the bed. I love it. I hate the bed I have now. It's like, the springs are like so freaking like wide that it's literally like sleeping on solid ground. Well, not that bad because it's still soft, but still, it's not that comfortable. I wish I had a bed that I just sank into. She drinks slowly and methodically. A long silence passes with only Hanako's soft breathing to be heard. With some measure of guilt, I look at Gilly's face and attempt to read her expression. Her brow is furrowed, and she looks to be lost in thought. For a moment I hesitate, but eventually place a hand on her shoulder in an attempt to reassure her. I didn't expect her to flinch rather noticeably at that, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Lily quickly shakes her head in a manner somewhat more violent than usual for her. She takes a long breath to steady herself before letting her head sink. You must look terrible right now. Nah, you look good. Checking the time on the recording. Okay, we're actually going to stop it right now. This has been Nick Radams 88. I need to save this right now. And we will return to this in a few moments because, I'm just going to upload, what I can for right now. So